Hey, good morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. Yes, I'm going to call it a tropical shirt day. When you have a lot of 50s, when you have a run towards 60 degrees in early January, doggone it, it's time for a tropical-ish shirt. So, how's everybody doing this morning? Hey, good morning, Chris McLean. Thanks for watching. Val Jones, good morning to you as well. So, we're going to talk about a mild to very warm day today, depending on where you're at across lower Michigan. We're going to talk about a little snow tomorrow. So, I don't want to mislead you that winter is totally non existent. And remember, 50% love winter in Michigan. I do feel for the ice fishermen and fisherwomen because it's not a great pattern to build any safe ice for that. And then we'll look out in the future and see if winter is coming back anytime soon. Hey, good morning, Diane Alexander from New Baltimore. I have to get there. I've never been to New Baltimore. It sounds interesting. It looks like it's in a great place. So here we go. And if you could hit the share button, I would greatly appreciate it. Teresa Zadel from Detroit. You know, we don't hear from a lot of people in the Detroit area. All right, now, these are the current temperatures. So you can see the little pocket of very mild temperatures for this time of the day, this time of the year, 51-ish in the Jackson area, near 50 in Lansing. And that pocket of warmth is going to slide into the southeastern part of the state. Hey, but it's still, for this time of the year, still quite mild for Grand Rapids at 41 right now. Saginaw, Bay City, Midland in the upper 30s. Even places like Traverse City, 36 degrees. That's quite mild for this time of the year. And you probably always want to get a good check of what is normal. These are the normal or long-term average high temperatures. So if you took the last 30 years of what we had for a high temperature on January 4th and you average them all, this is what you get. So average high temperatures this time of the year, let's call it southern half of lower, let's call it 31 to 34 degrees. Okay. And that's going to go down over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Temperatures bottom in the January 15th to January 25th time period. So those will go down about 3 or 4 more degrees into the upper 20s, and then they start to inch up. And, you know, just as an aside, I remember 10, 15 years ago, always kind of, for the people that were hoping for spring, always kind of keying in on about February 3rd, 4th, 5th. That's when most places saw their average high temperature go from, say, its lowest to 28 or so, up to 29. And that was a sign that the sun was gaining the power to warm the atmosphere over a 30-year period. Well, now they redo the average high temperature every 10 years, kick off the oldest 10 years, add on the new 10 years. Now I noticed our average high temperature starts going up in the last few days of January in a lot of places. So that's one of the subtle warming signs of the warmer atmosphere that we're in now. All right, so let's get onto the radar. There's not a whole lot going on the radar right now as far as precipitation goes. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Eaton Rapids and Weberville. Bob Roth's liking the mild start to the year. You know, even for us winter lovers, it is a break, you know, and this doesn't mean that we can't get slammed hard in February and March. But, you know, we're probably going to scoot through a couple of weeks with just pseudo winterish weather. I don't want to mislead you either there that it's going to be totally winter free, because it certainly isn't. All right, so now let's get into the radar forecast. Let me get it all set up for you so you can see it nicely. Okay, this is the radar forecast, and we will transition to some snow tomorrow. So you will maybe get some somewhat slick roads. So this is this afternoon, noon. you got rain showers in the eastern half of the state, and we even had some thunder and some small hail last night. So you got rain showers this afternoon in the southeast, and then look at the snow build across northern lower. If you're heading toward the bridge this afternoon, whoa, things change quickly on you. And then the storm center kind of dumbbells around and comes toward us. This is tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. So you've got light snow in Big Rapids and Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo tomorrow morning, and moderate snow across the UP. And then we go to noon, and the snow is coming into Saginaw, Flint, Lansing, Jackson, Kalamazoo, heading toward Ann Arbor and Detroit. Joe Narwat, I like how you're thinking. I was doing the same thing, doing a little bit of math on when to start some seeds. Thursday afternoon, the snow shifts into the southeast. This is Thursday evening, so it's snowing everywhere. It's not heavy, but it's enough to make the roads slick. You know, the first inch or two is sometimes the most dangerous inches because other people don't slow down. This is the middle of the night, Thursday night, and then we'd head toward sunrise Friday morning, and snow should mostly be done, aside from a little pocket here or there along the lake shore. How much snowfall? For far northern lower and the UP, you're talking 2 to 6, 7 inches. Now, this is tomorrow's snow. As we go through the day tomorrow, let's call it a 1 to 2 inch snow from Flint in through the Detroit area into Jackson, Lansing, and Steve Van Order. Tropical, yes. 50 to 60, tropical. So let's call it a 1 to 2 inch snow on Thursday into Friday. Maybe in the snow belts, far southwest corner, 3 or 4 inches. But you notice it's everywhere, so you can find some slick roads probably tomorrow. All right, now let's give you what we do here that you don't get, I think, in a lot of other places. Let's look out into the future so you don't just know about your location tomorrow, you know, extended into the future. And if you could, by the way, please hit the share button. I would appreciate it very much. Elizabeth Platt, how much for Muskegon? I would say you're in the 1 to 2 inch range. Okay. All right. So now here is the European model, and we'll track it into the future. So this is the storm center coming across our region tomorrow with the light snow off to the east on Friday. We've been watching something for Saturday into Sunday, and it's slowed down to Sunday. By the way, maybe you've noticed California getting hit by a big storm right there. That's today and tonight. That's the storm that will come across the Rockies and then emerge in our region on Sunday. So this is Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. And, you know, that's the track that gives southern half of lower Michigan some accumulating snow. It doesn't look like a robust system, but this certainly looks like a 2 to 4 inch widespread snow, maybe a 1/5 inch somewhere, and that's Sunday. Okay? And then it moves off to the east for Monday and Tuesday, quiet weather, fairly mild for this time of the year, and then the next storm system late next week. And again, we're kind of in the storm pattern there. So although these storms are not big blockbuster storms, they may be taking the right track for us to get a 2 to 4 or 3 to 6 inch swath of snow a couple of times in the next 10 days or so. So there is some winter out there. Now let's look at the Europeans' total snowfall. And again, it does an inch or two for tomorrow. And then that Sunday snow, it's a 2 to 4 inch type thing. And we won't go out to the third snow because that's too far out. Temperatures, hey, yeah, see why I've got the tropical shirt on? I've got the tropical shirt on for folks in Oakland County and Wayne County and Macomb County and Monroe, in Ann Arbor. High temperatures today, 55 to 60 degrees, 50 and 54 in Flint, 50 in Saginaw, 45-ish in Grand Rapids, maybe even a little warmer. Lansing, Jackson, 50 degrees. And then tomorrow we ease back to the mid to upper 30s and mid to upper 30s for Friday. Saturday, let's call it 33 to 36, pretty common. Sunday, 34-ish. Monday, back into the upper 30s to near 40. Tuesday, in the low 40s. Wednesday, in the upper 30s. Thursday, mid 30s. Friday, now bear in mind, 10 days out, January 13th. 10 days out, I would not trust this model, but what you see here is the lack of any real true winter weather. All right, now, how long does it last? I'm going to write about this in a post on MLive, so check out mlive.com/weather. You can find all my posts there. But as far as above normal temperatures averaged over, say, the work week or 7 days, it looks like it's going to last at least into mid-January, if not late January. And the first signs of colder than normal weather returning comes in the first week of February. But I wanted to show you the 6 to 10 day forecast. And here it is, 6 to 10 day temperature forecast. Valid for January 9th to 13th. Strong chance of warmer than normal temperatures across all of Michigan. In fact, across all of the country. And then, yeah, Brian, boy, I don't know if I want to try your name. Soblier? Hopefully. Yes, the fog caused by the warm air coming over the colder ground, that should dissipate. Now, here's the 8 to 14 day forecast going out to January 17th, and still much stronger than normal, much higher than normal chance of warmer than normal temperatures. You know what I mean. It's going to stay warmer than it should. So there you have it. Today, I think tropical shirt with a lot of places in the 50s to near 60 degrees. Then we're looking at a snow tomorrow, 1-2 inches. Prepare for some slick roads perhaps in the afternoon and evening hours, although the pavement might be warm enough to take care of a lot of it. And then we'll watch a couple of snow systems, one for Sunday, one for late next week. In between there, we're going to kind of keep scooting by in what could be the coldest time of the year. And, I don't want to rush time, but we'll wake up February 1st, and guess what happens then? The sun starts to gain a little power. Yes, February fully a strong winter month in Michigan, but when you get some sunshine in February, the temperature pops up, and it feels pretty good. All right, so there's your weather update. Winter on hold is the big theme for this, or I guess I should say at least severe winter on hold. Makes you wonder, have we had the worst of winter in that week before Christmas? I don't think so. I doubt it, but it certainly is possible, knowing that we may not see winter return wholeheartedly until we get to early February. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. You have yourselves a great day.